Hey there, Heather Boyd here, and welcome to day 7 of the 10-day Right Brain Art Challenge. So today we're going to explore negative space, which is drawing the space that is outside the object rather than drawing the object. What you're going to need for this project are some drawing pencils. You're going to need scissors, tape, some acetate, some cardstock, and some drawing paper. And then also I have these printable grids that you can download and print unless you want to make your own viewfinder. But this is going to be the template for the viewfinder, and this is what you're going to put underneath your paper as a grid. And in drawing on the right side of the brain, they suggest drawing a plant, and I don't have a plant, so I went to Michael's to get an artificial plant. And I love this teeny tiny one, so I'm going to see what I could do with that. To make the viewfinder, we're going to take this template and cut it out, and then we're going to trace it onto the cardstock. And then cut out the middle part as well. And we're going to save the middle part to trace onto the acetate. So then we're going to just trace it onto the Bristol board. You can also use a cereal box if you don't have Bristol board, or cardstock. Whatever you have, like a lightweight cardboard is great. And we just need to trace the inside and the outside. So trace all the edges, and then we want to cut 2. So if your cardboard's not too thick, you can cut 2 at the same time. So just go around and cut these out. And to cut out the middle, you could either use an X-Acto knife or just cut right through there, and we can tape it up after. So what you want to do now is tape the acetate inside the viewfinder. So just for this edge that was cut, you can tape it up, and then take the acetate here, and I would just tape it around first before you add the other cardboard. So just tape it all the way around, make sure it's flat. Then we're going to add the other cardboard. If your cut is there, you could put the other cut up top. And it really doesn't matter what it looks like because this is just a tool. So we're going to now tape all these edges together. Put as much tape as you think you need to make it solid. So once you have the acetate taped inside, you're just going to take your grid, position this in the exact right place. If you think it's going to slip, you can temporarily tape the back just in a couple of spots. You're going to remove this tape after. Just make sure it's nicely centered on there. Just fix it up, make sure it's centered. Yeah, and then we'll take that tape off after. So now we just want to trace those lines with permanent marker. So just take your marker and trace those lines. And it doesn't matter if it goes on the cardboard because, like I said, it's just a tool. Once we've drawn on all the lines, you can just flip it over and remove the template, and there you have your viewfinder. To draw the object, we'll just put a blank piece of paper over our grid. Now you can enlarge or reduce the grid depending on how big your paper is. So we're just going to tape that here and here so it doesn't move. And this is our viewfinder. So it's a little hard for me to show you from this angle, but basically your object will be in front of you, and you're going to hold the viewfinder or prop it up in sort of a tripod so it always stays in the same position, and we're going to draw the negative space. We're actually not going to trace the plant as such. The idea is to draw the negative space. So if you're a little confused about what the negative space is, I'm going to explain it to you. I'll just hold this here to give you an idea for now. So what your negative space is all these spaces that are white that are around the plant. So that's the fun challenge, is we're not drawing the plant, we're just drawing the areas around the plant. So we're not naming that we're drawing a leaf, we're drawing a pot, we're just drawing space. So normally I wouldn't put my viewfinder so close to the object, but because it's small and I needed it to fit in the space, that's what I'm going to do. And you could also put the viewfinder in sort of a tripod or a stand so it's always in the same position. So what we're going to do is now we want to kind of trace these negative shapes that are around the leaves. So that's what we're going to do right now, and I'll just match up the grid on one side to the other. So we're just going to draw the space that we see here. So you get the idea. What we've done is we've just drawn all the spaces that are around the plant, and that's really what you want to do. You want to focus on the negative space. Another great subject for this exercise is a chair. You can hold your viewfinder up in front of the chair and you will see there's all these negative spaces around, like inside here, inside. So you can do this exercise in the same way, but just using other objects. So you guys are not going to believe this. I found my negative space drawings from when I was in high school, because my high school art teacher taught us from the book Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain. So here's my grade 12 signature, and here is my negative space drawing of the plant. And then this one is the crumpled up paper exercise from day 1 of the challenge. Gotta love the universe. So thanks so much for watching the video. Be sure to check out the playlist of tutorials in the 10-day Right Brain Art Challenge. Check out all the details for the challenge below. Also join the Discord group or the Facebook event page. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for lots more art videos, tutorials, and demos, and we'll see you the next time.